Hello friends! It's Tuesday night and we are getting ready to go to LAX. AJ and I are on a red-eye tonight. We are flying Delta back to Disney World. We are going out for marathon weekend and then staying for AJ's mom to come out and do her first Walt Disney World trip with us. So we're so excited to see all of our friends coming down for the Run Disney weekend. We're super excited to share our special place with AJ's mom and show her all the things that we really love to do. So if you're new here, my name's Ivy. I'm a Disneyland local that loves traveling to Disney World. We've done a lot of trips. There's a lot of Disney World on the channel so far. I promise we'll get to Disneyland, but until then, come with us on this Disney World trip. We are staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge, which I am so excited about because we have 8 days. I think that's right. We'll say 8 days. What is time when you're on vacation? We have 8 days in Animal Kingdom Lodge. Then we're going over to Saratoga for one night for a special evening and special surprise. So I am so excited to start vacation. Our flight has been delayed 30 minutes, but no worries. We're getting ready to head to the airport. We are currently numbers 2 and 3 on the upgrade list, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed for a comfy seat for this red eye. I've been up since 5 a.m. for work. Our flight doesn't take off till midnight, so I'm gonna be awake for a really long time. And I could use the flight's 4 hours and 40 minutes, and I could use every minute of that to get some rest. Are you happy now?
Sure am.
So we enjoyed a few bites at the Sky Club. AJ had some ribs and mac and cheese and a glass of wine.
Heck yeah, I did.
We are headed down towards our flight. It was delayed a half an hour, so we were supposed to take off at 11:54.
That just meant more time in the Sky Club.
Well, we didn't get here any earlier.
More time than if our flight would have been on time based on what we got.
But your girl is ready to sleep. So our upgrades were cleared. We always like that. Good night, thank you. Hey! So I am real excited to, we're going that way, sir. We're in the new side. To get
the new side.
Some sleep.
I'm new here.
AJ's new here. If you have not been to LAX lately in the Delta terminal, they have done a ton of construction, and now we are going into the new side of the terminal, the 30s. We're going to the right, flying out of gate 35. Oh, there's an Alfred coffee. We've made it to Orlando. We just got our rental car. We are renting with Hertz this time. I used to rent with Alamo all the time. Totally fine experience. But this year with my Delta status, I got automatic President's Circle with Hertz. So This is our first rental. We were told to just pick any car in a row. We ended up with a RAV4. Seems pretty nice, so I just took a video of the outside. We have any scratches, dings, wear and tear documented. And now I think we're gonna head to the resort. We don't really have solid plans today, but I can tell you I will need a nap. Oh, they still have Christmas music. But I wonder if this means that the Christmas tree is still up, because the Christmas tree is beautiful. This is by far my favorite Christmas tree in all the resorts. No, I don't want Christmas. I just like the Christmas tree. So we spent a morning doing local Floridian things, checked out a different breakfast place, we went to Downtown Celebration and visited some friends in Winter Garden, went to a brewery. We did all sorts of local stuff and just kind of relaxed. We were very tired. Our room is still not ready, which it's still early, don't get me wrong. So we decided to come to the expo. So come check out the mayhem of a Run Disney Expo. So we are at ESPN Wide World of Sports. This is where you pick up your bibs, your shirts, shop for all the things you need to, pick up a golden doodle along the way. Look at that little fluffy guy.
Boy, they're busy. Also, this is day one of the Race Expo, so it's going to be busier. They used to have all these switchbacks filled earlier today, you could tell. Look at all that. But now, we're just cruising right along to here. There's all the different check-in areas around the corners for each of the different races. There's different photo backdrops. 5K is there. 10K is there. Runner relations over there. In case you need to get something fixed, changed, etc.
So we have picked up our bibs, we have picked up our shirts, and now we're on the expo floor. So on the expo floor, you can find literally anything. Everything from hydration, cups, bottles, nutrition, clothes. You can buy some DVC. You can stand in line to get KT tape. So if you're someone that needs some KT tape on your knees, feet, back, whatever the situation, you could get taped, but there are tons of different vendors. So if you forget anything at home, chances are they have it here. And I think AJ just got suckered into buying a corksicle. So we have wrapped at the Run Disney Expo. If you don't know what Run Disney is, it's basically for people that like running and like Disney. And it's the best of both worlds. So this weekend, it is marathon weekend. However, there is a 5K, 10K, half and full. There are challenges. So the Goofy Challenge is if you run the half and the full. The Dopey Challenge is if you run all of them, 5, 10, half, full. You get extra medals for the challenges. It's a lot of early mornings, so we are not doing that again. We did it once, and I am good. So we picked up our bibs, we picked up our shirts. I grabbed a sparkle skirt and said hi to some friends. And now we are going to go back to Animal Kingdom Lodge to have dinner. So the expo runs Thursday through Saturday, but you just need to make sure that you go to the expo before your races. So our first race is Friday. I almost said Saturday. That would have been unfortunate. Is Friday morning, so we had to come before then and decided this afternoon would be a good time. I heard this morning there were some really long lines. We came at about 1:45, no line at all. So it was no problem. We were able to walk right in, grab our stuff, and we could have grabbed and gone, but our room is still not ready. And it is, what time is it?
4 o'clock.
It is 4 o'clock. We still don't have a room. I'm very tired. So we just decided to hang out and say hi to friends. So we are off to Animal Kingdom Lodge to grab dinner at Sanaa and hopefully get in a room soon. We are walking over to Kidani Village from Jambo House. It's like a 4 to 6 minute walk, depending on how much pep is in your step. We're meeting some friends for Sanaa, which is one of our favorite places to eat on property. And if you've ever heard about the infamous bread service, that is what you can find at Sanaa. So while one of my favorite Disney hacks is that you can order the bread and the sauces all a la carte and not pay for the entire like $26 bread service, I have a feeling tonight, based on the group that we're with and the fun that we're going to have, we might end up with a whole bread service. But if there's one that you really like and you would like seconds of, you can order just that. For me, it's the garlic naan and the coriander. Yeah, it's a coriander dipping sauce and then a tomato date. Oh, both of those together, they're so good. We made it over to Kidani Village. The lobby is much more small and quaint, but just as beautiful as Jambo House. Out here on the Sunset Savannah, we have a giraffe eating some treats. So nice out here. It's a pretty quiet night on the Savannah. Oh, and I still love the Animal Kingdom Christmas music. So they put these enrichment treats out here for them to draw them towards the Savannah. This is just like my dream, to just sit here all day and stare at it. Popped into the Mara, which is the quick service here at Animal Kingdom Lodge, and AJ is going to get a refillable mug for our resort stay. So these mugs, you can get fountain drinks, coffee, tea at any of the resort self-service stations for the length of your resort stay for $21.99. So it doesn't matter how long your stay is, it's a flat rate of $21.99. So since we're here for a long time, it makes sense for this trip. So in our resort, they have the coffee, decaf, some iced tea, a hot chocolate machine, and then the soda has the RFDI chips. So you need to put your cup underneath it in order to get the items. But AJ is a big Coke Zero fan, so I'm sure he'll get that. So all of these items can be used with that refillable mug. Tonight for dinner, we met some friends at Sanaa at Kidani Village. Now, Sanaa is one of my favorite places on property to eat. It's just food and flavors that you don't find very often. You know, I have not found a really great African-inspired restaurant where we live. So it's one of those things that when we come out to Disney World that I really enjoy about coming to Animal Kingdom Lodge for. Now, while we were there, Sanaa, it's so beautiful. It has these trees carved out of the posts in the ceiling, and it faces one of their savannas. Our table, while it was really conducive for a conversation of 5 people, it was this half circle. We sat all the way around. We didn't really face the savanna, which was probably better because I was able to be a little more present with my group and in my meal than staring at giraffes the whole time. But it is a great place, especially for lunch, because you do get those great savanna views. It's a little bit harder at nighttime, depending on when the sun sets, because by the time we were done with our meal, it was pitch black and you weren't seeing anything on that savanna. Now for dinner tonight, we did skip the bread service. I know that might sound like a crime for some, but one of my favorite tips and tricks about Sanaa is that you can order any of the bread service and any of the sauces a la carte. So a piece of garlic naan was either $2 or $2.50, $2.50. And you can order the sauces as well, which range from 75 cents to I think $1.25. So we each ordered an entree. All of us got one piece of our favorite bread, and 2 of us got sauces. So for dinner tonight, I had the New York strip steak. It was good. Now, I normally go to Sanaa to get the butter chicken, which is delicious. It is dreamy every time. It is consistent. It is always good. This steak was okay. It was very far from some of my favorite steaks on property. So I'm glad I finally tried it, because I always eye it, but I always think, how can I go to Sanaa and not order the butter chicken? Well, today I learned my lesson. I went to Sanaa and I didn't order the butter chicken, and that gamble did not pay off. Now, AJ had the pork shank. He said it was really good, super tender. The meat fell right off of the bone, but a lot of his shank was bone and a lot less meat. But it was such a great dinner with friends that it didn't really matter too much. We enjoyed ourselves, and it was a solid meal. While it wasn't in our top 10 or anything by those means, it still was a good meal. I had one of their new non-alcoholic beverages. It is made with Lyre's, which is a non-alcoholic spirit. It was a Pink London Spritz. It was sweeter than I was expecting after reading the menu. It did have a pomegranate green tea that was extremely heavy on the pomegranate. I feel like if there was maybe half of the amount of pomegranate, maybe a little more soda water.
A little more lime juice.
Yeah, it was tart but overly sweet. And that's coming from someone that really likes some sweet things. Sarah tried the other Lyre's beverage, which is a little bit more of a play on a cucumber jalapeno mint margarita, and her drink was a lot better. So I feel like if we go back this trip, I'll probably get that beverage. It's just nice being able to get some of the non-alcoholic spirits here at Disney World and some fun craft cocktails that is not just like lemonade and Powerade and syrups. So I would say Sanaa, 10 out of 10 for ambiance tonight. Great service. I think actually one of our better servers we've ever had at Sanaa. The meal for me, I would say, was probably like a 6 out of 10. AJ, what's your
7?
Solid 7?
Solid 7. I would eat it again. I have no complaints about it. It wasn't my favorite meal.
Yeah. We do have a second reservation at Sanaa this trip, so it might get a butter chicken redemption. Now, today was not really a long day for us on Disney World property. While it felt long because our room wasn't ready until 4:45 and our dinner reservations were at 5. So we got the notification, ran our luggage up to our room, shot a room tour. We are in a value studio in Animal Kingdom Lodge Jambo House. I'm really excited to stay in this room because it is very cheap on points. So we'll do a room tour of this value studio. In the entryway, you actually have this pretty decent full-length mirror. You can do a fit check every day, but it's just on theme, some nice little carvings. Then we pop over and we have the sink area of the bathroom. So we have a big mirror, double sink, plenty of counter space, and then there's also some really great room on the bottom for storage if you need it. Then we have our bathroom, which is just your standard shower head, but we actually have a bathtub, and many studios don't have bathtubs at all. They're just showers. So I'm excited for that. And there's another full-length mirror in the bathroom door. So multiple fit checks every day. Then we have our kitchenette. It is just all the supplies that you need for a stay in a hotel room. So we don't have a full kitchen or anything this time, but we do have a beverage cooler so we can keep cold items. We have a coffee pot. It is still the 50th, so we have the Joffrey's coffee blend, which is really delicious. Then we have a microwave and a toaster. I'm planning on getting some like bagels or something in the toast world. Up here we have some backup paper towels and paper goods. So we have our silverware, plates, all that kind of stuff up here. Then there's a sink, and I believe down here is just the garbage cans. But look at these details of the tile. So cute. So the one thing about Animal Kingdom Lodge is some of the rooms only have these wardrobe closets, so there's not a ton of storage. So that's why I mentioned earlier, potentially like stacking or storing your suitcases in the bathroom area. So, I mean, AJ and I will easily take up this many hangers. Sometimes we even travel with extra hangers just in case. But here's all extra pillows and blankets because the bed in here does pull out to sleep 2 more people. But in here we also have our safe. There is an ironing board, iron, and hair dryer. So we will move on over into the bedroom space. So we did point out the couch, a couple little tables. These move around, so that's really nice also. There's a map of Africa and some really nice textile artwork. Here we have a queen bed. There's a nightstand, and in that nightstand you can find your plugs and USB plugs. We have our remote for the television, which is on this side. In the dresser, there's some additional plugs and USBs and a full dresser. We have a nice little table. So the one thing that I really enjoy is sometimes we bring food back to our hotel room. It's nice to have a spot where you can sit down and eat that's not on your bed. There's also a secondary mirror, so sometimes I will get ready in these spots in hotel rooms. That way I can leave the bathroom clear for AJ. But because of the size of this bathroom, we probably won't have that problem. And then we actually have a pool view. So you can pop out here. You can see all of the pool area. The rec team is playing some music, but we have a couple of chairs, a table. This is the second chair is on the side. Pool views are not my favorite because they're a tad bit noisy, but we're gonna see how this goes. I couldn't hear any of the noise from inside, so I think that will be okay. Now the one other thing that I wanna point out is what makes this room a value studio instead of a standard studio. And on this side of the room in a standard studio, there's another like chair and lamp. It's about 50 square feet that's different. To us, it's not that big of a deal. We can easily lose that space, save on some points, make the room a better value. And I like to take one of these tables, since they are movable, and put it on the other side of the bed, since that side of the bed doesn't have a nightstand. So that way I have somewhere to plug my phone, set my stuff down next to the bed. So I usually move one of these guys. We just unpacked. We're running out of a little bit of storage for the room, so we did call housekeeping and ask if they would bring us some more hangers. So they should be on their way. That way we can get the rest of our clothes in the closet, because the dresser only has 4 drawers, which isn't too bad, but like things are getting maxed out. So the more things we could hang, the better, because there's way more room in our wardrobe than there is in our dresser. We did have park reservations today. It just wasn't in the cards for us. We were feeling pretty tired after our red eye. We did a lot more of the local things around Disney World, and tomorrow we have a park pass for Animal Kingdom. There is a little bit of rain in the forecast. I don't feel the need to go to Animal Kingdom in the rain, so we're going to play tomorrow a little bit by ear. We definitely are going to go to Publix to grab a couple of groceries and stuff since we're here for so long. It is just after 8 p.m. I am exhausted, even though it is 5 o'clock back home. In about 45 seconds, I'm going to end this video, get in my jammies, and crawl in this bed. So thank you so much for watching today's travel / some Run Disney Expo and Sanaa dinner vlog. We do have 7 more days coming.
All the content.
I mean, it's definitely a little bit of a different vibe because it's not a go hard in the park trip. So we're going to take some easier times in these first couple of days. We might go painting tomorrow. So stay tuned to see what transpires. And if you have a little bit more downtime or hotel time or want some relaxing non-park time, the next couple of videos are going to be for you. So we'll see you guys in the next one.